the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Peace be upon you, viewers. You are watching the YouTube channel and I'm Imran Khan. Viewers, we are talking after almost 2 weeks and I had a great desire that Allah, the Lord of Glory, would grant me the opportunity to perform Hajj, and Allah called me to His house. I was blessed with the honor of performing Hajj. I had been trying for several years. But in Pakistan, under the current regime, for some reason they were stubborn about something. I was picked up and disappeared for a long time and I couldn't perform Hajj. The following year, many people kept telling me, even when I was in prison, they would say, you will go, next year you will go for Hajj. I was in a lot of pain thinking, go next year. The next year I even got a court order. I made a mistake by relying on the court, by relying on Pakistan's system. I thought maybe they would feel some shame, but they didn't let me go, even though I could have gone last year as well. Even before that, if I had left Pakistan, crossed the border into another country and gone for Hajj from there, I could have done it. But I was not allowed to go. Allah is truly boundless. Allah is great, very powerful. When you really want something, then you should persist with your Lord. You should ask from your Lord. And I asked my Lord, I asked again and again. People even taunted me. It hurt me a lot. People said, Imran, Allah doesn't love you. That's why He hasn't called you for Hajj. That really broke my heart. Now, all those people should think and understand this. I was in Pakistan, an Islamic country which is called the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and they didn't let me go for Hajj. I was stopped there by the ISI and they used the police. The police would beg, fold their hands, touch my feet, but look at this. The intelligence agency of the Islamic State, the ISI, didn't let me perform Hajj. But today I am in a non-Muslim country and from here I can easily fly, go for Hajj and come back. I am very grateful to the government of Saudi Arabia for many reasons. I have to thank them for their great kindness, for not only ensuring my safety, but also the safety of all the pilgrims, which is their responsibility. Because whoever comes for Hajj comes for the circumambulation of the Kaaba. The responsibility for their safety lies with the local people there, and they will grant them protection. Because Hajj takes place in the sacred months, and these are the 4 months that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, specified at the time of the farewell pilgrimage. 3 of these months come together, and one of them is the month of Hajj. So people are given protection. Even if an enemy comes, they will be protected. So the Saudi government or the administration there has upheld this tradition. I could feel things. Information was reaching me, but even so, it was my Lord in whom I placed my trust, who took me there safely and arranged for my protection. I am deeply grateful to Allah, the Lord of Glory, for granting me the honor of performing Hajj. I want to thank many other people as well, those who took me for Hajj with their group. Thank you very much. Those who were with me during Hajj, who helped me, explain things to me, thank you very much. Those who told me good things, who joined me in worship, thank you very much. I was a bit injured, and those who helped me, thank you very much. I don't want to mention everyone's names because it could cause them trouble, but I want to thank all those who were with me. I made many new friends and very precious friends. So thank you to all those who helped me throughout this process, whether they are in Pakistan, outside Pakistan, here in the UK, or in Saudi Arabia. There are many people who helped me in this whole process. Otherwise, things might not have turned out this way. Many people advised me not to go for Hajj, that there would be trouble, but I went trusting in Allah, the Lord of Glory, and it is Allah who puts good things in people's hearts. So I have returned safely. There is a lot more news I want to share with you, but right now the breaking news, the biggest news is that Israel has attacked Iran, and this is a very dangerous attack. The visuals we have seen so far show that Tehran has been attacked and some other sites have also been targeted. This attack was carried out with missiles. There are some reports that the Israeli Air Force participated, and some say that Israel has also fired long-range missiles. Now regarding this, America has said that they have no connection to it. America has gone into denial, saying that they have nothing to do with Israel's attack on Iran. There is no involvement, but within 24 hours, America has taken some steps or made some statements that do not support this impression. For example, recalling their diplomatic staff from Iraq, for example. Donald Trump talking about this, about Iran, about their nuclear capability. And also saying that we are getting close, then expressing concern that Israel might attack, and then Israel actually carrying out the attack. If you look at all these things together, whenever Israel is about to carry out any major activity, they always inform the United States because they don't want any harm to come to America as a result of their actions. So they let the US know in advance, telling them, if you have any personnel there, you should withdraw them. Therefore, America's claim that it is not involved in this is just a statement, but no one who understands the situation will really believe it. That is, Israel is a small country, a weak country with a small population. It cannot fight against such big countries unless there is a powerful hand supporting it from behind. So right now, the most powerful force in the world, whether in the field of economy or weaponry, is if America is backing Israel, then Israel can even attack with great force. If America is behind Israel, then it can even attack with full confidence. If America is supporting Israel, then it can act boldly. Now, Israel has carried out an attack and based on the information coming from Israel as well as some updates regarding Iran, I will share a few things with you. In this situation, the Israeli government is saying that they will continue these attacks and that the fighting could go on for several weeks. A statement to this effect has been made. On the other hand, there have been scenes observed where missiles were falling at various locations inside Iran at intervals. In one video alone, I saw more than half a dozen missiles. Some people are saying that around 10 missiles were launched. Now, as for where these missiles landed, some debris from a residential building was also seen, and it is being reported that this residential building was destroyed. It collapsed after being hit by a missile. Israel is claiming that they have carried out targeted attacks and have struck Iran's nuclear capabilities. That is, they targeted those individuals who are leading Iran towards nuclear capability. It is also being said that Iran's nuclear site was attacked as well. Now, these are Israel's claims. What is Iran's stance on this? And what do international reports say? We will inform you about that in the coming time. But overall, the big news we have right now is that, as I speak to you, Israel has attacked Iran, and Israel is saying that they will not allow any country that is very dangerous to develop dangerous weapons. This is the statement from Israel, and based on this statement, they have launched the attack. Some footage has also emerged of the attack on an Iranian nuclear plant. Now, even before this, Israel has carried out attacks on some of Iran's nuclear plants. We have also reported some unknown explosions like this in the past. In 2021, 2020, and 2022, such incidents kept happening before as well. But after that, there was a long pause. Some time ago, you must have also seen that Iran carried out attacks on Israel when some prominent figures were targeted inside Iran. You might remember there was an incident involving Mr. Khani, and there were some other incidents as well. Then an Iranian president was traveling in a helicopter and was martyred. So if you add and subtract all these things, Israel has been continuously attacking Iran. While Iran is also responding, Iran had said that the retaliation would be very severe. Iran had made it clear that they knew and had reports that Israel was about to attack them. But if Israel attacked them, then in response, they would launch a powerful counterattack. Now, immediately in Israel, all prominent figures are being moved underground to safe locations. Their ministers, their prime minister, their most important people, and the heads of the military, all of them are being taken underground. This is because over the past few decades, Israel has been designed in such a way that they have built bunkers. When the sirens go off, all Israeli citizens go into these bunkers. As a result, if there is any attack, the maximum number of people remain safe. So the Israelis have gone into the bunkers and they store their food supplies there. They have a complete system in place. Now, how and where Iran will respond is also a big question. Iran has repeatedly said that if we are attacked or if the US does something like this to us, then we will attack the American fleet, the naval fleet. They have kept saying this. Anyway, according to the initial reports and some visuals that are coming in, the first attack was carried out by Israel with many missiles launched. Then immediately Iran activated its air force and some jets were seen flying. Iranian jets took to the skies, but these jets cannot actually reach Israel, and that's true. The reason is that if planes were to go from Iran to attack Israel, they would face many issues, including refueling. They would have to cross all of Iraq, then Jordan, and only then would they reach Israel. So this could only be a kind of suicide mission, because as you may recall, when Iran launched many missiles and sent drones towards Israel a few months ago, many of them were destroyed in Jordanian airspace. And Jordan will not stand with Iran. This is obvious. The situation in Iraq is also in front of you, and you know very well what kind of arrangements exist there. So can Iran attack the American naval fleet? This is a big question. Pakistan's importance will increase significantly, and the reason for that is Pakistan shares a long border with Iran. Iran's entire focus will now be on Israel, and if this conflict escalates, the US could also put pressure on Pakistan. The US and Israel could pressure Pakistan to support them, to assist them. But what will Pakistan do? See, this is now an established fact that this attack on Israel, in my opinion, this is my analysis, and everyone is saying the same thing. Israel cannot carry out such a major attack without America's approval. And right now, Pakistan's army chief is scheduled to visit the US. So the question arises, and you can also answer this in the comments: should Pakistan's army chief, Field Marshal Asim Munir, go ahead with his visit to the US at this time, or should he postpone it in protest, given that such a major war has erupted in the region? That is, before this, Palestinian blood has been shed continuously, over and over again. And behind all this is a mindset that is being supported by the United States. And on the other hand, by attacking Iran, the security of the entire region has been put at risk. So viewers, as I asked you whether the army chief should go to the United States or not, there is another aspect connected to this as well. Iran Observer has released some very important information. They are saying that the TV channels are currently reporting that there are 2 separate nuclear sites located in Iran that have been specifically targeted by Israel. They are also saying that the Israeli missiles which landed on Tehran actually came through Iraqi airspace, and that particular airspace is at this time being controlled by the United States of America. Furthermore, images showing the bodies of children are being shown on television, and there have also been several reports of civilian casualties. On the other hand, Israel claims that it is only targeting those sites that could potentially pose a threat to Israel, especially nuclear sites or individuals who are believed to be connected to Iran's nuclear program. So viewers, this is the current situation of the conflict. Let's see what the outcome will be, what stance Pakistan will take in this matter, and whether Pakistan will side with anyone in this conflict or remain neutral. Because when there was an issue between Yemen and Saudi Arabia, Pakistan chose to remain neutral in that situation. Similarly, when it came to the Russia and Ukraine issue, Imran Khan had decided to remain neutral. But then, after Imran Khan's government was overthrown, Pakistan officially supplied weapons to Ukraine, and those weapons were used against Russia. So the situation was different there. Now, in this current matter, what will Pakistan do? The army chief's visit is going to be very important. We will keep an eye on it, and I will continue to share updates with you. But now, let me tell you a few more things. According to some reports, Netanyahu has also thanked Trump for his cooperation. This is according to the Times of Israel. Meanwhile, the White House has said that they have no role in these attacks. The US is saying something else, Israel is saying something else, and this is how it goes. Even when America supports, it never does so openly. Sometimes they provide covert support as well, and this is part of their foreign policy. They operate in their own way, as they have to manage the world alongside. They have to manage the world alongside. But as for Israel, it has never cared about what human rights are. Nor has Israel ever tried to create an image that it would not violate international laws. It just attacked. Anyone he can attack, any Arab country. If America's Ashraf is with him, then just now they have attacked Iran. In the coming times, they can attack other countries as well. There is an alleged program of expansion, so we will keep watching this, and I will keep presenting these things to you. Viewers, let's go back for a moment, because I had talked about the Hajj story. Right now, the budget has also come in Pakistan, and we need to talk about that too. Many controversies have been created in Pakistan regarding Maulana Tariq Jamil Sahib. He is being insulted by those who have no respect of their own. I am amazed at such people. Then in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the budget issue is also stuck. And looking at the budget that has been presented in Pakistan, the simple understanding I get is that this budget, apart from the Pakistan army or the big crocodiles within Pakistan or the tycoons or the property dealers, the real estate people other than them, there is no good news for anyone in this budget. Well, at least it's good that the soldiers' salaries have increased and the officers' salaries have increased by 50% and the soldiers by 20%. But actually, it should have been the other way around. The soldiers are poor, they make the most sacrifices, so their salary should have increased by 50% and the officers by 20%. But the officers' salaries have been increased more, even though they already live a very high-class life. They just press a button and tea breaks arrive, the best food is served, their children have great facility for education, health and other things. Even at retirement, they get property. So, the government has been more generous to the officers, while for the soldiers, their hearts have been less generous. Those who lose their lives, who live difficult lives, who don't have many resources. So, well, it's good news for the army, but for no one else in this entire budget. It's a disastrous kind of budget. And just imagine This government has no answer to any question. And this government knows what's the need to give answers. Only those who come to power through the people's votes give answers. Those who haven't come to power through votes, what answers will they give? So we'll talk about the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa budget as well, and we'll talk about this federal government budget too. I'll bring its details before you. I'll present many things to you. There's nothing in it for the poor man. In the air, a plane crash, that's very big news, a very tragic incident. We'll also talk about that. Such crazy people have been brought into the government that their touts are even happy about the fact that an Indian passenger plane has crashed. But there were innocent civilians on board, around 240 people. People of all religions and nationalities were among them. From even at the deaths of ordinary people, celebrations are being held here. There were also Muslims among them who were martyred. Those poor people were just traveling. If you look at the pictures, you would be shocked. There were even children with them. So viewers, this plane that crashed, it had arrived in 2009. This was the first time it had flown. It's a Boeing aircraft. Boeing is one of the world's largest companies that manufactures commercial airplanes. This was its first flight. Then there are many others, American companies, some French companies, and companies from other countries around the world, like German companies. They all manufacture airplanes. Many companies manufacture airplanes, but Boeing is number one in the world. Their aircraft, the 787, also known as the Dreamliners, never crashed. It has never gone down. This is its first ever accident. The pilot was not inexperienced either. The weather was perfectly fine, and visibility was very good up to 6 kilometers. As for the technical reason what actually happened, the plane's black box has now been found. In 24 hours or so, as more information comes in, we will find out why this Air India plane crashed. On the surface, it seems like there is some mysterious reason. It just doesn't seem possible, considering that this pilot had flown the aircraft for 8 to 100 hours. He's highly experienced. Everything was functioning perfectly. The aircraft also has an excellent record. Then suddenly, for an aircraft to mysteriously crash immediately after takeoff, landing on top of a hostel so far, reports indicate that 294 people have died. Around 240 were on board the plane, and the rest were affected where it crashed onto the hostel. We will share further details with you as they come in. But this is a very unfortunate crash. One thing we notice in this is that after a very long time, Nawaz Sharif has finally remembered Narendra Modi's name. Hadn't been mentioning Modi's name before. Throughout the entire conflict, Mian Sahib never mentioned Modi's name. He always hesitated, insisting, I won't take Modi's name no matter what you do. I won't take Modi's name. But when the unfortunate Indian aircraft crashed, Mian Sahib could have simply expressed his condolences. But specifically and deliberately, he included Narendra Modi's name in his tweet. When Modi was bombing Pakistan, he didn't mention his name. When missiles were being launched, he didn't mention his name. When mosques were being destroyed, he didn't mention his name. When the Holy Quran was being desecrated, he didn't mention his name. When innocent Pakistanis were being killed, Nawaz Sharif never mentioned Modi's name. He didn't say a word, neither about India nor about Modi. And now when an Indian aircraft has crashed, of course we are all expressing our condolences, but Nawaz Sharif has gone and stood with Modi in this moment of grief. So even when Mian Sahib finally took Modi's name, look at the timing and the context. From this, you should be able to tell where this man's true loyalties lie. That's all I'll say for now. I don't want to say anything more. But I will share some more news with you in the next vlog, as this one has already gone on for quite a while. And now with the new conflict that has started between Iran and Israel, so we'll see what the Pakistanis do there, what policies are being followed, and what Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is up to. He is this